This ain't nothing for the pack.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Waiting. Too little, cupcake.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. 90 is the mic. Hey, let's get this,
Now Carr. And this is incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football.
637. Hey, Delta. In your face.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. Aguilar has it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On second down, Jacobs. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Jacobs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Down, man.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He'll return it from the 6. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. From the 27, Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4. Wentz now on 1st down. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Sanders. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 30 on second down, Wentz. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Philly. And even 70 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. That's caught at the 2. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
57, Mike, 57. Coming to you, coming.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing now is Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate in quick?
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Rush in, rush in.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way to the opposite 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
Hey, exit.
59. Let's get the ball.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's airing it out for Will. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It's just me and you.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Two times, two times. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. He's checking. He's
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Fast footwork by Sanders. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. From just shy of midfield, Carr finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Nickel Roby brings him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. It's complete to Williams. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
White Monday down.
On first down, Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Down. 54, right there, right there. 180. 180, we're good.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.